Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live Stronghold Castles and Level Up event. We have been waiting for this for some time. We still got a few more things we're going to add to it, but tonight you're going to see your brand new abode. Really cool stuff because in Season 2 of Playdead Live, you're going to be able to teleport to your strongholds, to other people's strongholds, to take their stuff, level up, change the look, change the feel of your stronghold. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. How you go about raiding, how you go about defending, some of the items. We do have the first ever Stronghold pet tonight as well too. So we got a lot of cool stuff. Can you guys hear me coming through? Can you hear me coming through loud and clear? Give me a quick 999. We got a lot of things in store for you guys. We've got a phenomenal bundle. We keep outdoing ourselves. Best ever, stronger gear, stronger ammo, brand new pet, hardest hitting pet ever created. It's available tonight and tonight only. After tonight, you're never going to see Rudy again. So you're going to want to hang on to him. It's going to be cool stuff. We've got a special video that was put together by our very own Will the Bill. We also got a very special holiday tribute and new Guardian, a whole lot of stuff. So before we get too far into it, I will show you guys. Got a lot of people picked up the bundles already. Trigger Fly Rod, I got you guys for Saturday, so you're good. Man, we've got Kel, Julia, Deadly Dimes, Amy, the Twisted Sisters, Gemstone, Tiny, of course, Valar, and don't forget, tonight is strongest piece of rival gear ever put together. We got the first ever AP4. Shoulders always deal a lot of damage. Ever since we rolled out the game, you guys know the shoulders were the first with AP1 and AP2, AP3. Tonight we got shoulders, rival, AP4. So it's going to be good stuff. Let me show you guys tonight's bundle. Then we're going to jump into just a couple tributes, some level up. So this is pretty good. I'm going to start out just with that silver bundle up there. How about tonight, 5 Fury 4s and 10 post-battle pet revives in that silver bundle. So wanted to do something really good for you guys. By the way, this is our last stream until after Christmas. So I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Of course, we'll be posting it on our Facebook fan page, but no stream tomorrow on Christmas Eve, no stream on Christmas, and we will be back here for a very special holiday raid Saturday night. No portal Saturday night. It's going to be a holiday raid, and you'll see some of the items and some of the rewards. So red bundle right there. You got silver globs. We haven't had those. We had them the other night, but I wanted to put them in there again because the AP feature to it. Heal and Seal Smoke. Bonus XP. The other night we had the triple XP. This is the Elixir. So there's your bonus XP Elixir. The Photon Vega. Still giving you guys the max red gems. That's your PvP gem. Bringing back the torsos. You're going to need the torsos for next year as you start to level up your character. So there's the Onyx torso making a comeback. 6 Dirty 30s. Tonight, the other night we did 2 of the Sparks for the gold and then 2 of the M30s. So tonight, the bonus with that right there, that's 2 M30s and 2 Arc Sparks if you get the red or the gold bundle. Gold bundle, Frantic 5, Pet Repel Smoke, Crazy Daisies are back. It's a strong play for Crips. You guys are going to like that. Photon, Pluto. There's your Bionic Torso Pearl, red pet skin, 6 T20s, and check this out, tonight, baby pop, so all the fly skimmers can feel the beat. Drop. Sorry, I had to go Beastie Boys on you guys. You guys may not. All right, here you go. Anyway, you've got Summon Garth. Look at this freaking gargoyle. Big shout out to my creative team. I challenged these guys, and look, it was a little bit nuts, but we reeled it in. But man, we had this pet, and I said, guys, we need a stronghold pet. We need something big, and we put together the first ever stronghold pet. This is Garth. Garth the Gargoyle. And he does some nasty stuff, man. First of all, he's going to hit you when he picks you up for D15. The nice thing about Garth is, well, first of all, he's going to hit you for D15, so you can use him in any type of situation. But he also protects your stronghold. So you put him up there and somebody triggers him, he's going to pick their ass up and take them back to square one. It is going to be a lot of fun. So if you start climbing some of their stronghold walls and they have Garth as a defensive pet, Garth is going to pick them up, take them back. So you got to do those turns over again. So you're going to have to be careful. It's not just going to be storm in, climb the wall, and get people's stuff. Garth is going to defend their strongholds. So you can use him. You know, he's just not going to be a dormant pet, but he's also going to be pretty badass. So the green, and you get Garth with a gold or a green, or of course if you get them all. We've also got the green bundle, red globs, Bionic Torso Sapphire, and do I hear my armor pen people? How about the brand new, I know Ray's liking this. Ray's like, oh hell yeah, I've been using Rambos. Here you go, Ray. This is Blanco. And Blanco is the first ever AP6 ammo. So you can feel that firepower starting to scale up. When we go into year number 2, it is going to be fast. It is going to be furious. You are going to need the damage. I don't even know when you guys are going to get the damage because you're in a pretty bad situation right now. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You guys always seem to figure it out. You're going to probably have to attach some of your body parts together in the asylum. But yes, this is Blanco. You get 2 of those. That's brand new ammo. I know. I don't know. What do you think about that, B-Dub? How's that going to work in Maxine? I mean, Maxine's just hitting harder and harder. I see a couple more bundles coming in. Who we got in the house? We got Kat. We got Father Ron, silver bundle. Happy holidays. It's a great buy with that, Ron. It's 15 items right there in that silver bundle. We got Will the Bill picking up the bundles and picking up that extra piece of rival gear that I'm going to get to in a minute. We also got Will, give him a shout out. What's up, Army? Happy holidays. And Busy B picking up the red bundle, getting all those D30s, and then that M20 and those sparks. Craven Light, gold, green, and silver. So I see Craven going gold, green, and silver. Very nice. And man, we're rolling. We're rolling. Let me get through the rest of this bundle. I'm going to leave it up on the screen a little bit in case we have some people that come in a little bit late while we're doing the level up. You also got your Max Seal Smoke, blue PvP gem, Heal and Thrill. We've had that in the smoke bundle. We haven't had it here in a while. M20, 6 of those. So, of course, I mean, just the grenades alone in here. You're getting 6 M20s, 6 T20s, 6 Dirty 30s, and 2 M30s. And some Crazy Daisies. So there's a lot of pop in there. And here it is. This is probably worth the entire bundle. You guys know for every bundle you get, you're getting 4 tomes. So for the whole bundle. But for each individual one, you get 1 tome for each of those 4. Energy Orb. A lot of you guys were going through your inventory this week. You were able to level up your health with the Energy Orb. Gold skins. This is going to make 25 for a couple people. The last bundle made 25 for a couple people. And some of you guys are already 4 or 5 into your next pet. I promised you. I told you guys gold pets were not going to be available. Once we rolled out that gold Toxie, that was the only one. You guys have had to work to build up these gold pets. But I'm going to tell you, when you apply 25 gold skins and it takes you several weeks to level up a pet, you're gonna appreciate it. You're going to always resurrect it. You're going to be smart with which ones you level up because gold pets are just not readily available. And you can stack them. So, some good stuff. And check this out. Here he is. The one, the only holiday pet, everybody. This is Rudy. What is Rudy? Well, he's a D30. So, Maverick is a D20. Rudy is the hardest hitting pet in the game, non-upgraded pet. He's the first ever D30 pet. So that's your boy right there. Holiday only. I promised you guys some special holiday surprises. So there is Rudy, D30, non-upgraded, tonight and tonight only. It's like I said with the gold pets. This is a special, special holiday dude, and he'll be available for print on the PVC as well, too. So you'll be able to order yourself a Rudy. And so look what we have tonight. Man, we've got first ever Stronghold pet, more M30s, more Arc Sparks, the strongest ammo ever created, the Blanco, brand new pet, strongest pet ever, and the strongest piece of armor ever. What is it? H10, D10, B10, first ever AP4 armor. So that's pretty hardcore right there. You're going to get hit, and you're going to get hit hard. That's the way the game is. Especially when you get to PvP. PvP is not meant to be go 7 rounds and never die. It's meant to be come up with a strategy and hurt a few people. That's what we do. All right. So once again, there's no PvP tonight. So this is going to be kind of a fun, relaxed, laid-back stream. As I said, we got a couple surprises, good storyline, and I promised you guys that raid Saturday, you're going to see how that raid is going to take place now. Remember, I kept teasing it like, well, I can't tell you everything because you're kind of going to raid, but you're not really going to be in your own body. I mean, I didn't tell you were going to be cryogenically frozen, and some of you guys are going to be decapitated, and your head's going to be in a block of ice in one area of the building, and your body's going to be in a block of ice in the other side of the building. But that's just the reality of the asylum. It's going to be a little bit crazy. So part of the challenge might be getting your body back together. Don't lose your head in the asylum. I think that's going to be a t-shirt for season 2. Don't lose your head in the asylum. Or maybe lose your head in the asylum. Now, there were a couple people that might have had on some pretty strong Arctic gear that did not use their seal in the Illidan and KT fight. There were a few people that actually saved their Arctic gear wisely, and that might have protected a few people. So let's hope that on January 8th, when we start back up, that those people are able to join everyone back together, for fear of a better pun. All right. So those of you that had the full Arctic set, you'll see exactly how that worked out. As I said, we'll go back, we'll screenshot anybody that logs in late, then we'll pick that bundle back up. So as we level up, and I do have a special holiday message. Let me also say, how many people saw the some of the player PVC cards shared? Either I put it in leader and you guys saw a couple of them. At this point, has anybody not seen the PVC cards? They are the coolest things that we've ever introduced to the game. I know where the game started. I know how we progressed. I know, PvP and the shirts and everything. I got to tell you guys, these card sets are absolutely incredible. When you get them, when you get them and you start to play around with them and you see the different characters and you see the different events and you see how we're going to add more stuff to it, I think Will just mentioned a little bit ago, I think Will's already got an order for Rudy, and we haven't even printed Rudy yet. So you're going to see new items that become your individual items that are so unique, but they're also a big part of the gaming experience. And the way that we're going to do them is it's kind of going to be on demand a little bit. We're going to do 2 print runs per month. So we just cut off this print run. So now we're going to take pre-orders for the first 2 weeks of January, and then those are going to ship out on January 15th. So when new cards come out, and Kel will send something out that says what's new, and then in the second half of the month, we're going to do the same thing for the first. That way we're not sending, hey, on Monday we're sending this, Tuesday we're sending this. It gets us on a schedule. And then, yes, you can always go back and pick up the previous cards that you might have missed. But when the new cards come out or there's a new upgrade, let's say there's a gold Icky that a couple of you guys might have upgraded already, then that gold Icky card is going to be available. So, but I am very, very excited. I know a month ago when I started talking about this, as I said, well, this is really our first kind of putting our toe in the water to sort of test out offline gaming, because we know at some point we do want an online version of the game and we want an offline version of the game. So when you guys see these cards, you're going to be able to say like, okay, well, if I had a deck of cards, how would I play these? What are the rules? So this is the alpha test, basically, when you guys get these in your hand. And then I'm going to tell you, before you know it, you're going to have 50 of them, 100 of them, 150 of them. You're going to have complete decks where you're kind of sitting around playing these cards with your own characters. I couldn't be more thrilled than that part of the game. So I'm, and we got a lot of good stuff going on with the game, right? We've got a story, which is phenomenal, and we're starting the second year of that story, January 8th. We got 3 versions of PvP now. We got portals, and big shout out to the assassin Julia for getting those standings up there for you guys, so you guys can see where we stand and the work that you guys are putting in there. And with portals, as you guys can see, it's not just about winning all the time. It's about showing up, being involved, and it's a good portal network. Faction Wars with the Crypt's going to be incredible. And then tonight, you're going to take the first step into setting up your stronghold. There's going to be multiple layers to a stronghold. You're going to see the overview of your castle. But later on, we're going to add interior. We're going to add battle maps. Strongholds is going to be a big, big deal. So, all right. So those are most of my public service announcements. But again, I know I can't say it enough. I want to thank you guys because you're playing, you're showing up, you're supporting the game, allows us to continue to build it into something truly incredible. All right, before we level up, let me set the stage. If you guys could all do me a favor, turn up your volume, because this Christmas poem is a perfect description of exactly where we ended last Friday and where we're going to be going. So this is a public service announcement from our very own Father Ron.
A Christmas poem by Father Ron. It was the night before Christmas, and our group wasn't complete. They were cryogenically frozen from their head to their feet. They were separated and taken in trucks 1 and 2. Not a peep could be heard while their skin turned blue. Away they did go, right back to the start, to the asylum which is known to take out your heart. Oh Vox, oh Near, oh Ark and oh Sly, if you don't recover soon, you're all going to die. It's time to wake up, it's time to fight, if you want to survive on this Christmas night. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Big, big thank you to our very own Father Ron. And you know what? It could not have set the stage any better than to transition to our level up. And I take you back to where we left it, everybody. All right, everybody. As much as I know you guys love the chant and the background music, Mantis has temporarily suspended and slightly reversed time. So, as this feels like an out of body experience, it is. You have no control over your characters. You only have control over your character's essence. And you will only have control over your character's essence on Saturday night as well. So all of you will be familiar with each other. You'll recognize each other. You will be able to make moves in this raid. But your body, let's not get this twisted, is transported to the asylum. So this is going to be an out-of-body experience for you guys Saturday night that will have some special rewards and also a little different style of raid. So tonight, there is no escape. This is about you leveling up. And I got great news because a lot of you guys did level up. I see Dow in the house. Is at work and up to his eyes and holiday customers. Have a Merry Christmas, Dow. And very phenomenal bundle, so we'll screenshot that for you a little bit later on. So Mantis has given you guys the opportunity to level up. You will probably see Mantis again in the asylum in a very important storyline. So become familiar with this Guardian. It is the second Guardian. You guys do know Marrow, and Marrow seemed to be a little bit... gave you guys the cold shoulder, I guess you could say. Let's jump into it. So I am going to take some players for level up, and we're going to start out with Father Ron. Father Ron. You were at 802,000. And as you guys know, we've had 6 weeks of raiding since our last level up. So Father Ron, I'm going to give you your brand new total. And if you guys don't know what the totals are, take a screenshot of this. That's your character record sheet. And then over on the right, Father Ron, 1 million was your target number to go to level 12. Now, this particular raid and series of raids had puzzles, had some fights. Attendance was a big part of it as well. So, Ron, you very easily leveled up. So, your new total is 1,120,000. Congratulations, Father Ron. You are now level 12, closing out the year. So, Father Ron, you might want to take a screenshot of that as Father Ron ascends up to the top. Careful, Ron. Don't piss off any guardians. So, Father Ron, congratulations. All right, we're going to get somebody from Sly. Let's get Anthony. Hello, Unforeseen. She got to the beach safely. Congratulations. Be ready for Saturday night, Unforeseen. So, Anthony, you came in at 752. Remember, these raids were a combination of attendance, of strategy, of gameplay, of items, a lot. So at 752, Anthony, you were barely over the curve. Again, I'll show you guys from the level up event. 750 was the minimum, barely over the curve, so you needed to get to 1 million. So you were within the ballpark, and a couple of people were. So as a special holiday bonus, I am doing some upward rounding tonight for a couple of our players to get them focused on year number 2. So Anthony, we moved you up to exactly 1 million. You were slightly under the curve, but we moved you up to 1 million to get you up to level 12 because the group's going to need you. So slight upgrade, and I'm not going to be removing potions out of inventory today. So if you guys were close, I rounded you up as a special holiday gift to get everybody focused. Save those potions for the asylum. All right. Emperor. Let's get Dow, because I know Dow's at work. So Dow, I had you at 785,000. You were over the curve. New XP, items used, very, very solid all the way through the raid. You easily leveled up. Your new total is 1.1 million and 10,000. 1,110,000. So Dow, you got a little bit of a cushion, 110,000 cushion. But congratulations, you are safely at level 12 as well. Bulldog is what they're calling him. I call him Moonshot, but apparently he's got a new mirror nickname. It's Bulldog. So let's see how the Bulldog did. Jason, you were at 814,000. You were well over the curve. You had about 64,000 in surplus. Items used, gameplay, strategy, here every week. Not to mention a big, big part of our competition committee as well. So thank you for that. Competition committee really, really worked. If you guys like those faster matches, how about another shout out for the competition committee? They were great. And I can't wait to get into Crypts. Crypts is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be fast. So, Moonshot, you came in at 814. Items used, XP, 1,130,000. 1,130,000. So very easily level 12 for you as well. And again, if you guys don't know, we've leveled up 4 people already. If you take a look at the character record sheet on the left side, and you go down to the bottom left-hand corner in red, you'll see that leveling up has its advantages. So when you're a sniper, and you look down at the sniper's ability, don't have to go down very far because it's focus. So snipers getting that +2 ranged damage per level. So that means Moonshot at level 12 is getting a +24 damage multiplier. So when you start looking at tanks, look at tanks with Brawn, +2 health per level. So we're going to have tanks getting +24 at level 12. You got Dow. This is why they were so good at getting up to the front, taking some extra damage. All right, let me get the Football Master up next. All right, Football Master. Zach, you were sitting at 778. You went AWOL on me a couple times during the streams where we had to track you down. Not a deal breaker, but there were a few streams where I was thinking, He might have some Call of Duty going on in one hand and throwing a grenade in the other hand. Nonetheless, you still managed, especially with the puzzles. Very, very solid gameplay. You had some bonus XP with some of the puzzles as well. One thing about football is anytime there's a puzzle or an event, he will volunteer, like, let me go, let me jump up there. So football, very strong 2 chapters, and this is Cosmic Caverns and the Frigid Fields. So I've got you going from 778 to 1,060,000. So easily leveling up. You got a 60,000 XP cushion. You're moving on up to level 12 as well. So level 12 warrior, first level 12 warrior right there. So we got our priest, got a couple tanks, we got a warrior. How about Will the Bill? Will's always last. I mean, he's W, right? Nikhil's. If you use my W, and I'm always going to be last. But if you abbreviate and it's Billy, then I would be first. So I think tonight, Keels, I'm going to be Billy the Bill. So, Will, we're going to make you a B tonight. And we're going to level you up quick. So, Will the Bill came in at 795,000. Had a good cushion, 45,000 cushion. Will, first of all, let me say this. Will did a tremendous job. Bonus XP for Will, just with the patience he demonstrated on the steps. That in itself, Will, that night, I probably could have just said, let's just make him level 12 based on that one night, just based on that one event. But no, you had a very, very, very complete, good, good gameplay, good strategy, good leadership, good items used, outside the box thinking, all the above. You had one of the better 2 chapters of any player. So we moved you up from 795. Will, you're at 1,110,000. So easily leveled up with 110,000 bonus over the curve. So Will, moving up first engineer to level 12. So far, we are 100% all level 12s. Let's get Gemstone in the house. Gemstone, step on up. She could be driving, but we'll get Gemstone. So Jim came in at 810,000. So certainly 60,000 over that 750 threshold we had set. Jim was up there twice atop the leaderboard. Out of the 6-week period, 2 of the weeks she was top damage. So really, really good chapter for Jim as well. Jim, you went from 810 to 1,160,000 up among the overall leaders in the game right now. So 1,160,000 Gemstone up there near the top, and another warrior up to level 12. All right. Let's get Unforeseen, who is at the beach. Amanda. Hopefully you got good reception. So Amanda, you guys know when I do these, I'm pretty brutally honest, right? I know schedules and I know holiday. So Amanda was just at 750K. She used potions, which got her up to that the last time we did a level up. So Amanda had a pretty busy holiday schedule the last 3 weeks, where she was trying to get in. It could have been at the end or missing some of the raids. Amanda was a little bit under the curve, but Amanda, like Anthony, I brought you up to exactly 1 million. So even though you didn't quite have enough, we're going to move you up to 1 million and bring you up to level 12. They were close. I mean, I'm not talking about giving people 100,000 XP. So if you're 100,000 short, don't say, hey, give me 100,000. They were within striking distance. So we boosted them up just a little bit to get them up to level 12. And again, we're going to need some of this firepower if you guys ever get reassembled. So Amanda, congratulations. 9 for 9. All right, let's get the one, the only ninja. We only have one ninja. So Mist, you're up. Mist, you were over the 750 curve. You were at 787. So you're pretty solid coming in. And you were pretty rejuvenated, I do have to say, the last few weeks. So Mist looking for weakness. She was throwing big reds. Good damage. Good involvement. So I'd say a great 6 weeks for the ninja. Mist, you went from 787. I got you exactly at 1.1 million. 1.1. So you actually raised at plus 37 up to plus 100,000. So good 6 week period for you as well. The ninja is up to level 12. Let's get Ocean Man. Let's get Ocean Man up here. Ray, this was easy because you and Mist, the last 3 chapters have been like neck and neck. With being in the same percent of items used, involvement, decision making. Ray, you came in also at 787. And we're going to round you up as well. So good 6 week period for the Ocean Man. Ray, I got you at exactly 1.1 million as well. So you as well have 100,000 XP curve. So the Ocean Man right now, you guys see it up at the top. A lot of leveling going into the next chapter. All right, let's get Valar. Valar in the house. All right, Valar. This is the Valar's like the bounty hunter's protege. She got the bounty band. She got the bounty bow. She got that neat little hood. Mysterious Valar. Valar, you came in at 813. Well over. You as well. Very strong gameplay. I mentioned Gemstone was up there among the leaders. Valar, every week she played, top 7 in total damage done. Every single week. So Valar, there were some weeks, 3rd, 4th, very, very consistent as far as going out damaging on Friday nights. One thing you know about Valar is she's standing beside you on Friday night. She's going to be wrecking a boss. She's going to be dealing some damage. And good upgrades. Good smart weapon upgrades, Valar. So Valar, I got you going from 813 all the way up to 1,150,000. Currently tied for second. Currently tied for second. So Valar, congratulations. Big 6 week period for you as well. All right. Let's get B-Dub in the house. All right. Now, you guys know when we talk about leaders, and look, Amanda had a busy schedule. Bonnie missed a little bit of time. Not much, but a little bit. But I will tell you, when Bonnie's on the field, she more than makes up for it in waves. I mean, big, big damage waves. So, Bonnie came in at $7.99. And no issues getting above the curve. In fact, Bonnie made up some ground over the 6-week period. Even with missing a little bit of time, Bonnie, I got you all the way from $7.99 to $1,130,000. A few thousand behind the leaders, but certainly right back to where you're used to up there in striking distance. So 1,130,000 overall XP. So 130,000 point cushion. And again, these are without any potions. So save your potions for the asylum, because you just don't know how hard experience is going to be to get in year number 2. So everybody up on that board right now, all level 12. Some are higher level 12. Some are closer to 13 than others. But you can see at the end of this year, you think about this. You guys have over 1 million experience points that you've logged in the first year of Play Dead Live. Over 1 million XP. All your decisions, all your grenades, all your damage, all your bonus XP elixirs, your XP gear factored into your overall totals. So that's a lot of XP to earn in a year. All right, let's get Trigger. Trigger was the XP leader coming into this 6-week period. So Trigger came in at 844, which was slightly ahead of Julia. Julia was at 840. So Trigger, much like Villar, Friday nights brings the heat. So Angel, I got you going from 844 to 1,180,000. 1,180,000. Sliding up to the top of the leaderboard. It got a little closer with some players, but you're still overall top XP. And if you guys, I know you guys fight side by side, but certainly you talk about some loaders and you talk about some M20s, Trigger will let them fly in a big, big way. So she's certainly dealing. But up among the leaderboard in XP, very, very close. And you guys know, I can't remember the last time she missed a raid. So she's there. We've got up next, Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes. Tammy, you were about 20,000 down from Trigger. You were 824. So you were up there, top 6. And certainly within striking distance of XP. So 824. Dimes actually is one of the ones that made up some serious ground. So Dimes, you went from 824, increased damage, 1, upgrades and increased damage, and some bonus XP. Dimes, you're at 1,170,000, only about 10,000 behind Trigger. So you've certainly cut into that. You made up about 10,000. So watch out. Dimes is making her move. All right, let's get Kel in here. Kel, 2 months ago, was the overall leader in XP. Little known fact. And then there was the refrigerator incident. I'm sorry. But Kel lost a little bit of ground on a Friday night. And she came in at 766. So she did level up, but she lost that lead that she had. But she made some of that ground back up the last 6 weeks. The Game Master event, Kel was right there. So Kel going from 766 all the way back up to 1,090,000. So still a little off the pace, but you got a 90,000 point cushion. So Kel easily moving up to level 12 as well. No problems. All right. We've got Rocket has had some internet challenges. That's all I can say. She was able to pop in a couple of times. One night she actually came in for about 20, 30 minutes, got some damage. Rocket, we're going to have to work on year 2. I know she's trying, but we got Gina maintaining level 10, 602,000 XP. So still at level 10. She's got a couple levels she's got to make up now. We get her in the asylum. She can make up that ground in a hurry. But we got to get her back in the asylum. Even if it means driving to Starbucks and sitting in a coffee cafe. She'll make it up quick. Now, probably not a little known fact. Before Gina moved, she was always top 3 in damage. Always. I don't remember a raid. One, she plays a lot of pets, so she does a lot of pet damage. But when you're always in the top 3, you make it up in a hurry. So we're going to need to get her leveled up in the asylum. All right, let's get Amy Bones. Amy! Good 6 weeks for you, and you play the medic class very well. Amy was slightly behind Deadly Dimes. She was at 820, up there among the leaders as well. Amy, I've got you still up. You're close to striking distance. About 4th or 5th. You're at 1,150,000. 1,150,000. You're tied with Valar. Tag team partners, and they're tied. All right, let's get Ben, much like Rocket. Going to have to increase the activity. Ben lagging a little bit behind there. Ben did get in one raid, believe it or not. Ben is at 393,000 and sitting at level 9. So Ben's at level 9. 3 levels off the pace. Some activity will spice that up. Busy Bee. All right. Our most improved player of the year in the Max Awards. Up there in the Portal leader standings. Busy Bee's been doing it all lately, right? Great raid. Big part of the competition committee. Get some great ideas from Ark. Been playing Faction Wars fantastic. And Friday nights is no different. Certainly not just one of the most improved players, but now one of the top players in the game. I think most improved was last season. Now when you mention Busy Bee, you're going to have to mention her among the top players, not just the improved players. I see you, Matt. Merry Christmas, Army. Have a great holiday. Really want one of those 6-year. We did those as a limited thing. We'll talk. 6 years strong for the Army. We're working on 7, man. Busy Bee, I had you coming in at $7.99. And you were one of the big climbers. Busy Bee going from $7.99 to 1,140,000. 1,140,000. Busy Bee making big moves. Now, also want to say Busy Bee had some bonus experience in some of the puzzles as well too. So just overall solid gameplay. You know, the Game Master wasn't just about damage, although it did have some good damaging aspects to it. Certainly interaction, teamwork, decision making, all of the above. From anywhere from Donkey Kong to Frogger to Pac-Man. Trivia. Good stuff all the way around top to bottom. All right. Next up is going to be probably the greatest player in the history of Play Dead Live. His artificial intelligence is by far off the charts. Genius over and over. His abs are so sharp that they can slice tomatoes. He's probably going to be the most valuable player in Strongholds. And I'm pretty sure he's going to lead Sly to a championship in Crips. I mean, it's none other than Tiny. You guys know. Mesmerizing. I can't leave that picture up too long. If I leave that picture up too long, all the ice blocks are going to melt. So Tiny was at $7.95. Dimes. Tiny is very easily leveling up. I got Tiny at 1,110,000. So Tiny with 110,000 point cushion. So very nice job. All right, let's get Beasley in the house. All right, Beasley. Sheila, you were at 684. And this was from a couple months ago. So just you were a little bit under that 750,000. So we're trying to make up that difference. Obviously, it's no problem getting you from 684 to 750. So we know you leveled up. Just a little short of leveling up 2 levels and getting back caught up. But the good news is you made up a lot of the ground. So Beasley was at 684. Sheila, I got you now at 950. So you're all the way up to a level 11. And with a good asylum, I think you can make up the difference and catch the group back at level 13 in February. So 3 good weeks of raiding, I think you're going to be right there. You made up about half the distance. So now you just got to make up the other half. But good job leveling up. Level 11, and certainly within striking distance of getting back to that 12 and then 13. So awesome, awesome gameplay. All right, let's get Nixie. Nixie is coming in at 780,000. Nixie had a 30-point cushion. Nixie, you actually built upon that cushion and went from 780 to 1,090,000. So you went from a 30,000 cushion to a 90,000 cushion. So easily moving up to level 12. All right, let's get Cat. All right, Katrina. Late starter, as you guys know, a couple levels behind. And week after week, here every week, among the leaders, usually top 6 for Cat. Last week we saw some great tanking as well. So Cat started, she's been chasing for a couple of months. So Cat, much like Amanda, much like Anthony, was close to leveling up level 12 and making up that level. So we bumped her up to exactly 1 million. And she is joining the tanking committee at level 12. So a valuable resource for the group. No room to spare. Barely there, but certainly you guys have been phenomenal pushing her to catch up. We know that Craven's going to catch up soon. We know that Rocket's going to catch up. We're going to have Beasley catching back up. So certainly keep grinding the experience points out. You guys saw it with Tiny. You saw Tiny catch up to the group. Cat finally got there. Now we got a couple of regular players. We got to get them pushed up as well too. All right, Animal Joe. Joe, another late player, probably started about June. So the animal's been chasing that XP. Same thing, not the schedule that allows him to be here for the full raids. But Joe kind of holding his own. Came in at 674. Needed some big XP to make that push. And he got some of it. Joe went from 674 to 800K. So Animal is at level 11. Still a couple 100,000 away from catching the group at level 12. Honestly, it's going to be hard to make that up just in the asylum. But little by little, if he can chip away here and there. I will tell you that when Joe is there, he brings the firepower. He lets them fly. So he's all in. Just, needs a little bit more time to get all that XP. But still trailing the group by a few 100,000 XP. All right. Alex. All right, we've got to get Team Arc. This is one, it's a little tricky. We're going to need more playtime out of Alex. I just got to be honest with you guys. He was making up some ground, and he boosted himself a couple levels. He lost some ground this time around. So he was at 275 and level 9. I had him logged in only one raid. So at one raid, he did go up to 325, but he's still at level 9. So right there, with 10 man, we're gonna need to push him and get him more active. Easy to make up some of that XP, but you got to get in the game. So we need to get ATM a little bit more involved so he can get that level 10, level 11, but he's still hanging on at level 9. All right. Let's get the champ in the house. We got a couple champs, but Flyrod right now is tied for the portal lead with Cat. They're tied for first place. Now, everybody else in portals made a huge leap. If you guys saw Julia's standing she posted, it got competitive this week. Couple people missed this week, and it was a prime opportunity to jump up in the standings. But Fly had a pretty good lead. Cat was in second. So even though they're tied, there's 5 or 6 people that are right on their heels. So it's anybody's game in the portal. We don't have portals going on this Saturday. We do have it coming back on January 2nd. It's going to be our first ever drunk portal PvP. So anything's possible. Yours truly, I'll be drinking shots. You guys will have, I've heard jello shooters. I've heard just a lot of stuff. It is going to be fun PvP. So I'm looking forward to that in 2 weeks. All right, so Flyrod. Got him he was at 790, was 40,000 over the curve. Flyrod made the biggest leap. I got to tell you guys, Flyrod, like Gemstone, was number 1 in overall damage twice. Number 1 in overall damage 2 of the weeks of the last 6 weeks. That's pretty impressive. He's a tank. And you guys saw it. You guys remember last week when they were tanking? Flyrod was in the back shooting. I loved it. He's like, let them tank a little bit earlier. Let me go ahead and get my shots in. So Flyrod 2 of those weeks was just absolutely beast mode. So Flyrod went from having a 40,000 point cushion at 790, the biggest increase, 1.12. So 1,120,000 Flyrod is your new total. Puts you up there in the top 10 total XP. So not only are you doing a great job in the portals, you're also doing a great job on Friday nights. All right, we got a few more to level up, everybody. Let's get Hippo in the house. Hippo. Hippo coming in at 704. So Hippo was 46,000 down. Hippo stood his ground. Did not make up the extra 46,000, but he didn't lose any ground. So Hippo, right there with Sheila Beasley, 950,000. Hippo and Beasley need a strong asylum, and they can definitely make it up in the next 3 weeks. So Hippo and Beasley, we're going to be pushing you guys. ATM as well. All right. Welcome back, Julie J. Julie J coming back on the scene in a big way. So Julie J was 278,000. She was at level 9, much like we were talking about with ATM. So Julie J going from 278 to 500K. So we bumped her up 500K. And took her from level 9 to level 10. So Julie J getting back in the mix with that last raid. 500k, moving up to level 10. And a good asylum, she can be right back within striking distance. Probably going to take her a little bit longer. But she certainly made a big splash in portals. Getting involved in the playtesting in crypts. So Julie J back up to level 10, and she'll be right back with the group really, really quickly. So Julie J, good job as well. All right, let's get Craven Light. Craven Light. Craven Light got the 2-level bonus. So he's been in the last couple raids. And Craven Light, we're going to set you at 750k, which starts you out at level 10. So you're at the minimum for level 10. There you can see it. Wait. Scratch that. I gave you the wrong total. 500k. Sorry, he's like, wait a minute, I'm level 11. No, sorry. 500k, Craven. Glad I checked my chart. Which puts you at the base minimum for level 10. 500k is your total. And as you can see from some of the other players, after a couple weeks, easy to start to climb that ladder and catch the group. It's going to take you a few months, to be honest. Took Cat a few months, took Tiny a few months, but 500k is the base. You do start 2 levels behind the group, so congratulations. You are at level 10. And let's move you on up. All right, and let's get the Assassin. The Assassin, Julia Muse. Going last. Thank you for your patience, Julia. So Julia is at, she came in at 840. Neck in neck with Trigger. They were both back and forth, back and forth. Julia is another one, always among the leaders in total damage. Right up there with Jim, right up there with B-Dub, right up there with Fly Rod. Every Friday night she brings it. Julia going from 840,000 to 1,180,000. Julia and Trigger currently tied for the overall XP lead. And again, Julia here every Friday night, never misses a raid. And you guys know when she shows up, she's somebody you certainly want to be fighting beside. So we got some great warriors. Deadly Dimes, Julia, Bonnie, Gemstone, Ocean Man. I mean, we got some firepower with our warriors. So what you guys got to see the other night is because the tanks did such a good job, man, those warriors really unloaded. So great job. A lot of people closed the gap, much like Portals. Portals, there was an early lead. Now you guys can see some of the leaders in XP, some of those big names up there making their moves. Now, certainly you guys could use XP potions and leapfrog a couple people here or there, but everybody leveled up. Check your inventory, check your potions if you do want to use your potions next time around, but I would say have them ready for the Asylum. So that, everybody, is our level up portion brought to you by Mantis. You are now free to join your cryogenically frozen bot. Nope, you know what? We're not going to let you do that yet, because you're going to need your essence to raid. So we're going to leave you guys out here. But if you are curious, like where your bodies are, I'm going to play the video one more time before we go into Strongholds. But I do want to remind you that those Crave trucks, cryogenic reanimation, and vacuum encapsulation sounds scary as hell. I don't think I would want to be in that situation. But just a quick reminder, of where you're headed. All right, again, just that little sneak peek to let you know what is right around the corner. So now we're going to transition. I am super, super pleased to talk about Strongholds. So Strongholds is in itself could be a separate game. All the mechanics that you guys use, all of the fun, all of what we're going to do, it is that detailed. These are early days in Stronghold. So tonight, we're going to start with your base images, your castle. You're going to build your castle up. They're just those regular 2D images, and we're going to add to it. You're not going to have these major, massive pets and ballistas and things to defend. I mean, you're going to grow. You're going to grow your Stronghold. So when I put this challenge to the Stronghold team a couple of weeks ago, we had a call, and I basically laid out exactly the way Stronghold's going to work. You're going to have your different buildings in there. You're going to level up resources. People are going to steal your resources. So I put all these things out there, and the Stronghold group got it right away. Like, first call, they're like, okay, we get it. We understand how it's going to work. So we'll put this video together. It's about a 4-minute video. So I want you guys to watch it. But I think it is very, very detailed and gives you an idea of what Strongholds is going to be all about. So we did a members-only playtest stream a while back. We will play around with this a little bit. So here is Will's introduction video. I absolutely love it. We signed off on it. We thought it was a perfect depiction of what you guys are going to do. And then we're going to bring up your first bids. Hopefully you guys have your dead dimes total. These castles ain't cheap. You will get a chance to upgrade your castle. You know what? You'll get a chance to buy a new castle later on. I'll explain that. But here you go, everybody. This is the introduction video. And a big, big shout out to Will for putting this together for the group. So enjoy, everybody. All right, what do you guys think? Good job, right? Does that give you guys a better understanding of what Strongholds is? And I thought when I saw the video, I thought this is a perfect depiction of what we're going to do, how we're going to build it. The thing I want to remind you guys is we got to have a starting point. So when we have a starting point, we got to get the castle set up. The game is going to evolve much like Play Dead Live evolved. We started out with an adventure in the back of a truck and then ended up in the asylum, and you guys network and connected, and here we are a year later with factions and groups and all of the above. So how we set up our strongholds, you're going to be able to set them up to make resources. You're going to be able to set them up to generate skills, but you're also going to be able to use your stronghold as like a lounge, a hangout. So how do you get to these raids? If we have this ongoing story and you're in the heat of the battle and you finish up, so what the leaders are going to be given is a scepter. So all the factions will have a scepter that has the ability to create a portal which will take you to your stronghold. Now, you can't use that in combat. You can't use it as an escape hatch to get away. But in between your storyline, kind of like when you guys have PvP, you guys decide you want to raid somebody. Your faction leader is going to be able to activate this scepter, create a portal, and your group's going to be able to step through and steal resources or attack somebody else's stronghold. It's not a bad thing to do it. So here's what I want you guys to understand. It is acceptable. Do not feel bad about attacking Sly, attacking Mirror, attacking Ark. It's the name of the game. The more you attack their stronghold, the more stuff you can get either from them. It's not taking any of their items away. It's going to be taking these resources that are generated. And there's also going to be chests that are strategically placed that are not their items either. So you're going to be able to get net new items. But you can't get them if you raid. If you're like, oh, we like those people over in Vox, we don't want to steal their stuff, then you're never going to get any stuff. The idea is that you're active with these raids. And you try to get those resources to advance your castle even higher. So with that being said, the starting point is not this castle. You guys can't afford this castle. There's a lot of dead dimes out there, but there are not enough dead dimes for you to move into this thing. It takes time. So, the question is, can we have duplicate castles? Yes, we can, because we're going to customize them. So if you like the design, now is the time that you're going to pull all your people together and pool your resources. So I'm going to give you guys about 5 to 10 minutes. Is there a faction that wants to... Craven, it's going to be 1 per week maximum, and I have to approve the schedule. So is there a faction that wants to go? And I will show you what we have available for purchase, and I'll tell you how many dead dimes it cost. We got some nice fixer-uppers. And we got some nice expensive castles. All right. Since Sly finished last in the farm tournament, I'm going to allow them the chance to go first with castles. So Team Sly, what does 75,000 dead dimes get you? Look at this. This spacious one-room castle overlooking the stream has cattle on the other side. The starting point could vary, but don't let this fool you. It's got a nice wall. You can put up defensive mechanisms, so just because this is incomplete doesn't mean that you can't set up a lot of traps on the outside. Don't let this fool you. Bounty Hunter may come in here. Could be a gargoyle kicking him back to the beginning. Team could start way over here. Heck, they might be way over there. They may have to go through all these tracks. That could be a turn. 2 turns, 3 turns. Could be some chest in here. So the price tag, all right, Dime says keep going. 75,000 for that. All right, let me get you into the 100,000 range. All right. Now we're talking. 100K. You got you got some better walls there. Certainly you can build some things around the outside. This is not the end all. You could have some gargoyles there. Bounty Hunter comes over. You never know where these traps, these landmines, all this stuff can be. I mean, the idea is going to be, maybe that's a turn. Maybe that's a turn. Maybe that's a turn. Maybe that's a turn. Something could happen. So, I agree, Ray. That's not bad. Dimes, you want to see another one? All right, how about the 125,000 dead dimes? Now this, and once again, if you're in another faction, you have the opportunities to work with these. Now this is a little bit tougher. Like, how are you going to get in? If you start over here, you got to deal with whatever could be in the water. You still got this challenge. You could have some archers up here. You got this tower over there. Got a nice courtyard. Who knows what traps could be in the courtyard? But I mean, you just ain't strolling inside these. I mean, I like this one. I like this layout. I could do some things with this from a defensive standpoint. And, this will leave you a few dead dimes left over. 125K. All right. Dimes, you like that one, or do you want to see the... I got a 145K model if you'd like to see that for only 20,000 more. But, some of these smaller castles, they're more compact. You might think you want this big, spacious castle, but it could be harder to defend. Dimes wants to see what 145K buys her. Oh, boy, look at that. Look what we have here. You got double walls. So, man, you have, wow, and you got this, like, slippery slope over here. But you got to get over this wall, and once you get over this wall, that looks like a pretty good entry point, but, man, you never know. I guarantee you something's going to be blocking that. So that's only 145K right there. Well, see, you don't need the home right now. You're going to build up to it. Like right now, that could be, look at those towers. Those towers give you a nice vantage point. There's even some flagpoles over there, so you put your own flag there. Have a nice sly flag. Will could get his Craven poster up there. All right. The next one is 175K, Dimes. Now, for 175K, you got yourself a little fishing spot. Now, again, you will have multiple maps. This is the outside. Of course, you'll have a courtyard. You'll have a battle map. But yeah, I mean, you got a nice little moat there. Lots of water. Ocean Man likes. Ocean Man gets that water bonus. So the moat certainly would help one of your players out. Will can't swim. But once you get to this courtyard, then you could unveil the second map. But see, what you guys also have to look at, this is your castle. So if you're defending the castle, where are the other teams going to start out? This could be like zone 1. This could be zone 1. This could be... So you're going to have players all spread out here, and they're going to have to, move a turn, move another turn, up. We got a little problem. Because now we got water. It's not going to be easy to navigate. I mean, the next one is 215,000. Does anybody want to see the 215,000 version of the castle? It's a steep price. All right. So that's 175. I'm feeling pretty good about 175. All right, for 215K, you get a lot of space. Now, a lot of space isn't always good. But remember, these are upgradable. I mean, you've got these towers, but they don't really have any defense mechanisms on the towers. But certainly I could see putting some things up there. You got this wall in front. You got to get over that wall. So you already have your own wall. Now, for this, you could take the extra dead dimes, and in time, you're going to be able to build another wall, maybe even a higher wall. You might even be able to construct your own moat right here in the front. So you've got some options. So some of these are more expensive because, well, they have some of the stuff ready-made. So that's 215K. Now, you can upgrade these just like you upgrade your weapons. Now, the next one is, it's crazy. The next one's 350,000 dead dimes. I don't know anybody wants to see 350,000. I mean, I'm not saying factions don't have it. I'm just saying it's a steep price. 350K. All right, I'll show you. I'll show you. I mean, yeah, I kind of like it. It's pretty good. I mean, you can put some resources in there, and you got this nice wooded area there. I mean, that's a heck of a thing, man. You start over here. It's more turns to get through all this woods. You start over here, you got to climb up, and you got this first wall, and then yeah, I mean, you're talking about 10 turns to get somebody's resources. I agree. See, Craven, that's the challenge. Yeah, the 175. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. All right, we do have one more. We have one more, and it's 450,000 dead dimes, and it is the last piece of startup real estate. Now later on, you'll be able to upgrade it. So 450K might be the perfect starter zone. Wow, that's what you got right there. You got a moat. You got some strong constructed walls. You got a nice courtyard. You got a trophy room. Now, I know some of you guys wanted like the Hogwarts and all kind of castles. Those will come. Those will come in time. But I'm going to run through these once again and show you start to finish the different options. As I said, some people will want to fix up their castle from the beginning and enhance it and improve it and build it and add things. Some people will want a further advanced castle, and they'll still want to change the color, the flags, the defense mechanisms. So 75K. Possibilities. 100K. Not bad. Fix it up. 125K. I like it. This is kind of like Game of Thrones, little small city outside the kingdom. Easier to defend. 145K. The interior needs a little bit of work, but you got nice exterior walls. 175K. You don't have as many towers here. Certainly this area is pretty well defended. This area needs a little bit of work. So you have to spend a lot of your time building up this area here. 215K. A lot of towers. A lot of room to defend, though. If you basically set this area up for defense, well, somebody could come in from here. They could come in here. The other thing is all the starting points in this one are pretty close to the castle, right? Now you got a couple walls you have to get over, but still pretty good. 350K. Got to work on the towers a little bit. Only 4 towers. But certainly you could add some defense mechanisms to the top. And in 450K, look at those completed towers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically 8 different towers that are fully finished. All right, so Sly, I'm going to ask you which one of these castles do you want to make your home? And then once you get them, we are going to let you screenshot them. I'll remove the bounty hunter so you guys can get your screenshot. And we'll start working on different zones. 75K. 100K. You know, one nice thing about this, as I said, a lot of room up front to put more traps to slow them down. 125K. Got a nice little view of the water here. Got some wooded area. Not easy to get into. 145, a lot of space outside the walls. So certainly pets, traps, etc. 175K is really where you start seeing that nice moat. 215K. Got a few finished towers. Double walls. 350K. A lot of possibilities here. And 450K. This is the Rolls Royce of the castles so far. Now, later on, I got a lot of faith you guys will be building something like this. So Sly, all right, so Sly is the first to pick, everybody. What do you guys think? You guys liking it? Dime says Sly wants 175K. This is going to be Sly Castle. Now again, if someone does like multiple, they can pick multiple of the same thing and change it and upgrade it differently. If 2 people do want this, then some people might work on the back wall, some people might work on towers, some people might work on the moat. You get the idea. So Sly, do me a favor. Take a screenshot of this. We will be printing these maps. We're going to be printing them like the game mats. So you'll be able to do your Zoom calls, your messenger calls, all of the above. Put this up on a wall, talk about how you're going to defend it. I will be interacting with each faction. I'm going to ask to choose a defensive general. One person that I'll communicate with that will be sending me your defensive traps, pets, etc. So as the game grows, your defensive general is going to be the one responsible for setting it up so people don't steal your stuff. Certainly, you can have your faction meetings. You can talk about it amongst yourself, but there's going to be one person responsible, and if they don't change it up, and if you don't change it up regularly, the enemy is going to know where all your traps are. All right. Team Vox. Father Ron says Vox knows what they want. So congratulations, the Sly Castle. Dimes, I'm going to ask you to message Kel and let her know which players are going to deduct dead dimes for the total of 175K. All right, Father Ron. I like it. I do like this. This is going to be the Vox Stronghold. It's more compact, but it's also easier to defend. You might think, all right, everything's close, but if they stack a whole bunch of stuff, you could be taking a lot of damage and taking a lot of death early on. Now, granted, a gargoyle's not going to move you very far, but who's to say that there's not a lot of firepower in some small areas? Team Box, 125K. Ron, you can message Kel. Let her know where the 125K is coming from. All right. Team Arc, Gemstone. Which castle does Team Arc want to move into? And Ron, do me a favor, take a screenshot so we can start planning out. Right now, you guys have no traps. In fact, the only thing you have is Garth the Gargoyle. But you're going to see some new traps introduced over the next week. I've heard engineers can make traps. So I know Team Arc is busy talking it over right now to see which one they want to all right. This is the one you want, Jim. All right. Currently, this is Sly has this model. Certainly, if you guys like this model. All right. So Team Arc. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sly lays out theirs and how Arc lays out theirs. And again, there will be various upgrades, or you may demo your castle later on and buy a brand new castle. Dead dimes are going to continue to be available. Got a moat. Got a tower. All right. Team Mir. Let's see which direction Team Mir. And Jim, if you can do me a favor and just let me know how the dead dimes are going to be split up with 175K. All right, 200K and a 300K. So this is 215K. This is 350K. And this is the strongest, most fortified starter castle, because the main thing is how many towers. So again, I know 450K is a big price tag, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towers. I mean, that could be 8 gargoyles. That could be 8 turrets. I mean, those bad boys are finished. You look at this one, you've got 4 towers, but you're going to have to work on the tower a little bit. And you look at this one, same thing. You got a couple finished towers, but then you got double walls. No, Joe, you can pick them up. So, Joe, if you're late, here's the bundles if you want to screenshot them. And we're buying castles right now, so yes, if you bought the bundle tonight, there's your castle pet right there. There's Garth. First Stronghold pet. Obviously, Rudy's going to be bad dude. I love me some Rudy. He's a mean looking dude. Very smug. Joe, I think this is the best one we've done. You got new ammo, a couple new pets, new gear, and certainly all those people picking up Garth tonight, your faction's going to need them. And yes, you can res Garth. So just because you use him as a defensive pet, once he's triggered, you can bring him back and use him again. All right. This is going to be Castle Mirror, everybody. Big castle, a lot of area to defend, but you're going to get lots of opportunities for upgrades. So Castle Mirror, 215K. So Bonnie, same thing. Just reach out to Kel, let her know how they're going to be split up. And did everybody get a screenshot? These will become gameplay mats. So in the next print run we do, yeah, if you guys want to switch, I mean, the stream's still going. I want you guys, Julia, I want you guys to have the place that you guys want, so you can absolutely switch. No, I mean, you can switch now. You can't switch later without, you can demo this later and you can get a new, you can build a new one. What's your question? Your question, can you switch right now or can you switch later? If you switch later, there's a penalty. Because you're going to have a lot of upgrades to it. So yes. Yeah, you can switch now. Oh, okay. Look at this. Arc says, hold on, wait a minute. Arc says, we've thought this over and we want they're like, we won't have any furniture, but we like these towers, and I like these towers too. Makes it harder to get there. Those are some pretty tall walls too. All right. So Arc is going to take the 450, Kel. All right, so we're going to go back through everybody's castle. So again, these maps are going to be available to add to the PVC runs. So Kel, the January 1st to January 15th, we're going to have all 4 of these strongholds available for print, and they'll have circled zone areas as well. So there'll be different defensive zones. For example, bottom right-hand corner could be zone 1, upper right-hand corner could be zone 2. These will either be starting points or they'll be places where you can place traps. So your goal is going to be, and flying does not give you a necessary advantage. So I want you to know that. There's going to be, these are not going to be as simple as we're going to fly and fly in. I can tell you, there's going to be some fly-in things that are going to really test your strategy. All right. We've got about 5 more minutes left, so Ron, if you guys change your mind, I want to know about it now. And again, this is phase 1. Phase 2 are going to start to be, they're going to start to be your upgrades. You already saw some of the pets. Traps, barriers, flying things, exploding things, pointy things, slippery things. All right. So Ron wants to see the 215. That's the Sly 175. That's the Mir 215. So Arc, do you guys have a name for it yet? Giant badass castle. So these strongholds will have a resource counter on the top. So when you go to raid, you're going to see how many resources your opponent has created. Now you're going to get multiple views. So for example, Ark, this is going to be your castle view, but you're going to have a courtyard view as well. And on your courtyard view is going to be, if somebody gets over the wall, then they'll see different chests. They'll see your different buildings. You'll be able to set it up. So your castle's not just going to be one screenshot. It's going to be multiple pictures, and you're going to be able to design it, decorate it, hang out, make it your very own customized castle. Pets, rewards, trophies, signs, flags. We're going to layer this portion of the game. The sky is the limit. It's going to be, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's so much customization that you can do to this portion of the game. All right, so go back to 175. So currently, Vox, there's your 145. It's got potential. Just needs a little bit of paint. There's the 175. That is the Sly Stronghold. The Mere Manor. And the, what did Jim call it? Giant Badass Castle. There you go. The GBC. It needs a big arc flag, right? Like right here. It needs like a giant flag that says arc. And you could probably have some arc sharks. Ooh. Watch out for the arc sharks in the moat. All right, Team Box. All right, Ron says they're going to stick with what they got. And, you know, it gives you a little cash for your upgrades too, Ron. All right, so this is the final tally. We are going to wind down the stream. I love it. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm not calling your castle the MFer, Will. All right, here we go one more time. This is Vox. This is Sly. This is Mir. And this is Arc, everybody. So, hey, we've got about 30 more minutes until Christmas Eve. So let me just say thank you to all of you guys. Hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday. You get to spend some quality time with your family safely. Be safe. Be smart, everybody. Have some good meals. Need all of you guys healthy for Play Dead Live, so I trust you guys make great decisions. We will not be streaming tomorrow night. We will not be streaming on Christmas Day, on Friday. So I will be working a little bit tomorrow, a little bit of catch up offline behind the scenes. So got some more Stronghold stuff to get ready for you guys. We will be back in full effect Saturday night, and it will be our holiday raid. So first time we've ever done that. This is going to be a yearly tradition. So you guys see some of the holiday items. You've already seen the Dynamite. You see Rudy, brand new pet. So Saturday night is going to be a special Essence raid. So we're going to expect the best out of you guys. And then Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're going to be playtesting the Crypts. We will not start our season next week. We're going to be playtesting, but I need all of you guys to get involved, to play hard. Let's get some feedback. Then we will not be streaming next week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. We're taking 3 days off next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then next Saturday, we will do drunk PvP raids. And then January 4th, a Monday, we're starting brand new year and a brand new season. So we're going to do Crypts Faction Wars on Monday, Crypts Faction Wars on Wednesday, and then the much anticipated Asylum 2, January 8th. And that Monday, we're going to open it up 2021 for Stronghold raids. So that first week is going to be the first week that you guys can start raiding each other. So thanks so much, everybody. You guys have a great night. Appreciate everything that you guys do. How about let's dance our way out of here. Love the Strongholds, and those of you that love collecting the items, that love the playmats, you will get a chance to pick these up somewhere between January 1st and January 15th if you want to pick up all of your opponents as well. Thanks, everybody, and have a good one. See ya.